I'm going to talk today about faith. What is faith? Anyone want to put their hand up? What is faith? No.
Tom here.
Believing in something that you can't necessarily know that it's real, but you have faith that it is.
Yes, it is. Tom, you got another way of putting it.
It's believing in something that you can't exactly prove.
Yeah?
It's kind of like someone highly loves or nothing.
Yes, that's faith as well. Wikipedia, good old Wikipedia, I love it. Faith is trust, hope and belief in the goodness of a person or concept. So, that is faith. I'm going to say, can Simone and Lynn can stand up? Here. And Lynn. I just want to know, why is faith important to you?
Faith is really important to me because it's something I live by like every day. I have faith that God is there with me every day, and when I go through times and troubles and trials and stuff, I have faith that God is going to be there for me. I also have faith in the people around me, and that they'll be there for me, and that they will, provide me with some support. So faith to me is really important, and yeah, I use that in everyday life, really.
And faith to me means knowing I'm not on my own. I've spent a lot of time on my own, and I was a single parent on my own, but I was never on my own, because faith meant that there was always someone with me, always someone to support me. Things went wrong, but I knew that God was with me, and faith kept me just trusting in God, knowing He was there.
Woo!
I want to read from Genesis 15. Who knows Abraham?
Personally.
Why? Not personally, but yeah, who knows? Why is Abraham so important? Anyone know?
For faith.
Ife.
Because like him and his wife, they were like 100, and then God said, "You're going to have a kid," and they were like, "No, we're 100, we need to have a kid," but they had faith that God would.
Yeah, basically. That's what I want to talk about. Yes, Rachel.
His nickname was Honest.
Huh?
Abraham! Gosh.
That's nice.
And you're doing history next year.
Oh wow.
15 verse 4 says, the Lord said to him, "No, your servant won't be your son, for you will have a son of your own." Then the Lord took Abraham outside and said to him, "Look up into the sky and count the stars, if you can. That's how many descendants you will have." And Abraham believed the Lord, and the Lord counted to him as righteous because of his faith. Now, how many of you at, let's say 100, would believe that you're going to have a child? 100? Seriously?
I'm not 100, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's how much faith Abraham put into God. He had so much faith for him that he loved him. He loved him, basically. And I want to talk about now another person. Like if I saw him on the streets, I would be like, "Yeah, you're a sick guy. You're a sick guy. Yeah, I love you." It's Daniel. Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Lion guy.
Yeah, the lion guy. Does anyone know why? Oh, sure. Why is Daniel so important? Can someone say? Anyone's hands? What's your name at the back?
Nathan.
Nathan. Why is that Daniel so important?
He stays in the lion's den with the lions around him.
And did he get any scratches or anything?
No,
Why?
because God was with him.
Yeah. I've kind of lost my page for Daniel. See, I told you when we had to go home. Can someone just bear with me for a minute? evening, okay, basically, let me give you a background. Daniel prayed 3 times a day, like a normal Christian would do. Well, let's say some Christians will do. And some of the high priests, high officials of the king, saw Daniel pray and didn't like it. And so they went to the king saying, oh, we should make a rule that no one could worship anyone but you. So the king signed it. When the king signs kind of an official law, no one can change it. So Daniel 15 says, in the evening the men went together to the king and said, Your Majesty, you know that according to the law of the Medes and the Persians, no law that the king signs can be changed. 16 says, so at last the king gave orders for Daniel to be arrested and thrown into the den of the lions. The king said to him, may your God, whom you serve so faithfully, rest with you. I want to really talk about with you though, how Daniel had so much faith he wasn't going to get eaten. If that was me, I'll kind of probably cry. I'm getting eaten by lions. But Daniel had so much faith in God that he knew he will keep him safe. Now, really, I want to talk saying, what is kind of faith to you lot in a kind of group kind of way? I wish I had kind of pen. Can someone say to me where you would most likely to find faith in your kind of perspective, in a way? No hands?
In a different way.
How do you kind of find faith at home? What would you do to find, build up your faith?
Oh, okay. Pray.
Pray, that's one. Anyone? Read the Bible, that's another one. Ife?
Worship.
Yeah. That's basically the main three. See, having faith, all you need is them three. If you worship, if you pray to Him, and if you read your Bible, your faith will basically go through the roof. That's why I think faith is most important. It's important to everyone. If you don't have faith, how can you really say you're really a Christian? Because if you don't have faith, then you're not really believing anything like it says. Faith is something you believe in.